I have been collecting these Trent Williams highlights like they're Infinity Stone. It's the first time I've actually compiled them together to make like a highlight, and I felt the time was appropriate. It was time to put together a proper Trent Williams highlight video. So what I also want to do and what I like to do with these highlights is I like to kind of break it down and talk it through. Obviously, you got to watch it all the way through, but again, you'll see some very consistent things on this particular highlight film. Obviously, this was one of I think this was in the first game that Trent played for the 49ers, where he just comes downhill and absolutely destroys a defender who isn't even paying attention. Pop. And then this one, again, just showcases his ability to get out in space and get on smaller defenders. And man, you got to keep your head on a swivel, or Trent Williams is going to literally take your head off. He is a live silverback gorilla. He will rip your face off, and that's exactly what he does right here. On this next one, you see the pure power. You get a little shove from Kittle, but you can already see Trent's already making the motion to get this guy onto the ground and just tosses him, closes and seals up that hole. It's pretty nice. This is versus Micah Parsons. Look how easily he gets him onto the ground. Just literally grabs the shoulder pads, pulls him down, and Micah hits the turf. This is one of so I call this his signature move. It's effectively this move he does on backside of runs, where it's a variation of like a cross chop snatch, where he's trying to manipulate the leverage by coming and chopping down on the hands, and then he pulls on the top of the shoulder pad. So he's basically using the speed and the power of the defensive lineman against them, and that's why you see them all over these clips. This is again just another example of a linebacker trying to create leverage, and he takes it away, and they instantly hit the ground. This is one of his most brutal hits, pulling for looks like Raheem Mostert, and just cracks this guy. Oh my gosh, that was deadly. That's against Jonathan Allen, one of the best defensive tackles in the league. Just gets him onto the ground like it's nothing. This is one of the more impressive blocks I think he had, where you're taking a inside slant and then they're trying to loop around, and he's able to peel off and plant. I think I don't know if I think 99 might have been Draymond Jones. But just a beautiful sequence to show how well he moves, and the fact that he could pick that up is next level. The signature backside move, you see it with consistency, chop, snatch. It's pretty much what I call it. This is a snatch technique. People ask all the time, "Well, isn't this holding? Isn't this is the snatch, baby? This is the actual name of the technique. You snatch it, use their leverage against them." It's one of my favorite things about Trent Williams is he plays defensive tackle, or he plays offensive tackle like a defensive tackle. It's beautiful. This is one of my favorite blocks from last year. This was when he used a Cardinals defender to block another Cardinals defender. Just pure art right there. Oh, beautiful. You'll love to see that against Khalil Mack again. And you'll see some of these defenders he's going against are some of the best in the NFL. You can see he's going for a long arm, and his instant reaction is to push down on that arm, and it takes away all the leverage of the defender. So he is so in tune with what these guys are trying to do to him that he has counter moves to everything. And again, there it is. Cross chop, boom, chop, snatch, toss. I don't think I've ever seen another offensive lineman do it still to this day, at least anywhere remotely consistently as him. It's just a thing of beauty. You can see it's just nonstop. He knows that these defenders are scared of him, and he uses that timidness to his advantage because he has them guessing on what they're going to do. That's Demarcus Lawrence for the Cowboys, easily gets him onto the ground. This is obviously like the one that you see all the time when they show Trent Williams highlights. Obviously, watching him run and pancake dudes is fun, but I definitely think there are more impressive reps that he has. Like this one was against Robert Quinn. This was an 18 sack season for Robert Quinn, and he folds him like a lawn chair. Just absolutely beautiful. I did a thread on this back in the day where basically identifying it's almost like a double pass set. So you can see the pass set with his kick step, kick step, kick step. And as they go to engage, he kick steps again. You see that foot go back and it changes the leverage point. It's almost like he's pulling the seat out and then he folds them. It's beautiful. It's a next level offensive line play. It's why I really love watching Trent Williams every single game. He's so much fun to watch. He does things where you're just like this. This is crazy. Like this is Roquan Smith. This is one of the best linebackers in the NFL. Just folds him like a chair. Says sit down. This just showcases his foot speed and hips and just how quickly he can stay in phase with Micah Parsons. Just absolutely beautiful. Not even phased. More backside signature moves. It's fun. This is one of my favorites where he basically just takes this DB and says, "Get out of here." Throws him over the pile. Says, "Goodbye." Yeah, out of here. I think one of the best games of Trent Williams that I ever watched was this Chicago game in 2021. I think Trent Williams' 2021 season is I think it's the best season an offensive lineman has ever had. A lot of these clips that you see are from that 2021 season. He was just an absolute beast. It was a different year for him in 2021. He was, like I said, all time performance throughout the season. Just beautiful. This one showcases his ability to get out in space. Look how fast he is, dude. That's crazy. No offensive lineman as big as him should move like this. That's why he's a unicorn. That's why he's special. That's why he got paid what he got paid today. More backside moves. This one, beautiful pancake. That's why they call him the silverback, man. He's different. He is an absolute one of one type of breed. They don't make them like him. It is extremely rare. He's why I point to and wish more defensive linemen played offensive line because they typically have higher athletic traits. Man, you get some athletes on these offensive lines dripped with technique like this, you're cooking, man. And then on this last one, Buda Baker wants no smoke, gets easily tossed to the ground as Trent Williams clears the way. So again, it's been long overdue to put these clips together, but again, it just showcases over the years how dominant this guy is, just how amazing he is. You can do a cut up of any offensive lineman in the league right now, and their cut up won't look like this. It just won't. This is a rare player. This is a walking Hall of Famer. This is, in my opinion, the best offensive lineman to ever play. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I've studied every single offensive lineman, but I know enough about offensive line play that I know no one has played like this before. I just know that. There have been greats, right? You know, Munoz, Ogden, there's phenomenal offensive linemen that have dominated with power and speed and those types of things, but Trent is just an absolutely different animal. Um, that's why I got him as the best. I think he's revolutionized the game. I think all these techniques that you see other offensive linemen are starting to pick up. I think it's elevating the entire position because anytime I've ever talked to a college offensive lineman or a current pro offensive lineman, and I ask them about Trent Williams, they just talk about how they watch his tape all the time. So if all these guys are watching this consistently, don't you think they'll start to incorporate it into their tool bag? And I think that's what we're seeing. We're seeing more technically advanced defense or offensive tackles, offensive linemen who play like defensive tackle, and it's the best thing for the position. But you guys let me know what you think about Trent Williams, this highlight, his deal, all that stuff in the comments below. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.